Today in Hanoi, Saturday, May 9th, 2026. Take a look at the satellite cloud image. Today, we will spend a little more time studying a cloud pattern on the satellite map. Look down towards the southern hemisphere. You can see many large swirling cloud systems. They look similar to tropical storm, but they do not yet have a clear ice. They are tropical low pressure systems. Inside this system, winds are often very strong, with heavy rain, thunderstorm, and violent gusts. Why are there so many low pressure systems at the time of year? According to season climate pattern, April and May are the transition months between the dry season and the rainy season across the tropical region. At this time, cool air mass from the southern hemisphere beginning moving close towards the equator. Meanwhile, the ocean surface near the equator has been heated by the sun for many months. Warm seawater evaporates rapidly, then warm humid air rises upward, and the collide with the cooler air moving down from the south. The two air masses slide across each other, creating this jam rotating wind system that we now see on the satellite image. Their tropical circulation and pulling huge amounts of moisture from warm sea such as the Indian Ocean and the Gulf of Thailand. Then they continuously push rain clouds northwards. You can even see that this warm humid flow is now strong enough to push cool air farther back into inland China and the Tibetan Plateau. When this moisture-filled cloud reaches the Chosin mountain range between Laos and Vietnam border, they are blocked by the mountain and release heavy rains across the central Vietnam and the Western Highland. Right now, the rain season is also beginning across the Laos and the part of Thailand. In the coming months, as the Pacific Ocean becomes warmer, tropical storms will begin to storm offshore. Many of them will later move across the Philippines, enter the East Sea, and eventually affect Vietnam. That's why Vietnamese storm season usually begins around June and continue until September or October. Now let's move to the radar cloud image. Yesterday, we reported a range cloud system forming over Cambodia. Today, that cloud must have shifted farther north and is now producing thunderstorms over Thailand. Meanwhile, in Vietnam, the water remains relatively steady. Also, skies are becoming cloudy. Specifically, in the northern mountain province from the Điện Biên to Lạng Sơn, high rain expected tonight and early tomorrow morning. However, rainfall amount with the rain remain low. Across the Red River Delta and the most central province, cloud cover is increasing again. A few places may see light shower, and the temperature will fall by around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius overall, and the weather will feel cooler. From the Lâm Đồng, Đồng Nai, Tây Ninh down to Kiên Giang, scattered thunderstorms are expected, mixed with short periods of strong sunshine after the rain. Temperature detail North Vietnam, night and early morning around 22 degrees Celsius, daytime 23 to 26 degrees, afternoon highs up to 30 degrees. Overall, light rain during the night and the early morning with a cool condition. Central Vietnam from the Thanh Hóa to Huế, morning 22 to 28 degree, afternoon 28 to 33 degree. Thanh Hóa and Nghệ An may experience scattered shower. From the Hà Tĩnh to Huế, ground winds clear quickly, followed by strong afternoon sunshine. Central Highland, daytime around 27 degrees, nighttime around 22 degrees, cloud sky with rain during the later afternoon and evening. Southern Vietnam, temperature 26 to 33 degrees. Some places may reach 35 degrees at noon. Rain possible overnight and early morning. During the day, sky winds vary before the thunderstorm return again toward evening. Cotton in Iceland area, Hoàng Sa Island belong to Vietnam, partly cloudy, no rain, around 27 degrees. Ross Sea, Trường Sa Island belong to Vietnam, shower and thunderstorm possible with a strong wind during storm, around 31 degrees. Ross Sea, Phú Quốc and Kiên Giang of Vietnam, thunderstorm expected with a strong wave and Ross Sea. Temperature from 27 to 32 degrees. Distant storm update. Tropical storm Harvey. At this time, the storm is moving slowly over the ocean and appears to gathering more energy. Moisture around the storm center is being pulled inwards more rapidly, allowing the cloud system to expand outwards. Forecast expects the storm to strengthen over the next new way. At the moment, there is still no direct impact on Vietnam weather. However, we will continue monitoring the storm and provide update every day. Outlook for the next 2 days. Wind will continue blowing from the Ocean Indian towards the mainland Asia, pushing cooler air deeper into China. As a result, cool air will have less influence on Vietnam. However, light rains may still occur across part of northern Vietnam. Meanwhile, the Gulf of Thailand remains closed with strong wave offshore. Around the Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa Islands, strong wind and Ross Sea will continue. Especially near the Trường Sa, thunderstorm and dangerous wind gusts remain possible. Special impact story today. Plum season has officially begun across the northern Vietnam mountain. However, this year harvest is arriving later than usual. The reason is that cool weather of frost during January and February delayed from blooming season. In the famous mountain destinations such as Mộc Châu and Lai Châu, plum blossom does not bloom on time this spring. As a reason, tourism number dropped noticeably. Still, warm sunshine mixed with spring shower during March and April helped many orchards develop fruit successfully. However, some regions were later damaged by hailstorm and severe thunderstorm. Now in May, early season rain is beginning to affect the color and script texture of the fruits. In Mộc Châu, where the conditions are now stable and plum season increasing its peak between the May 5th and the May 20th. Meanwhile, Lai Châu has experienced more thunderstorm, which slightly reduced production. Yet being harvested earlier this year because of warmer temperature cause a fruits to ripen faster. Sunlight plums, however, have not yet reached peak season. But despite of difficult weather, it is actually becoming one of the most beautiful towns for the ecotourism North Vietnam. Traveling from the Mộc Châu to the Bien and Lai Châu this month, it will see valley covered with pink and purple orchards. Visitors can walk directly into the garden, pick fruit by hand, and eat fresh plum from this tree. Places such as the Coquel Valley and Naman combine plum the garden, pin forest, and the mountain stream into peaceful natural landscape, perfect for the traveler who want to escape crowds and the early summer heat of the city. And summer, standing in Viet Bien during plum season, people still remember historic day of the Dien Bien victory that want to change Vietnam forever. Thank you for watching. If you found this response helpful, please like and subscribe to receive the latest weather updates every day.